Alrighty, as soon as I find out if we're live or not, I will be continuing this on. This is the HYPERDRIVE Massacre review. Gameplay footage is going to be uploaded, as there isn't much to the game aside from it being a versus local or AI game. Alright, here we go. It'll definitely be a short stream. Alright, we are live. I just wanted to check if we're doing good. I apologize ahead of time for the mic as well. I still haven't replaced it. I'm still in the market for a new mic, so I apologize to any and all who are wondering about that. I might be loud in some parts and lower in some other parts. It just depends on how I move around. I'll try and be as loud as possible so that it comes crystal clear through the microphone. Anyhow, we have 6 modes in total. We have regular deathmatch, team death, death race, space soccer, last man standing, and spawn. Aside from this, there is no real story mode. There is no direction for the game. It's mostly versus local co-op. So we're going to get into each and every mode as fast and quick as possible, as I do need to get my review up for this game as well. So we'll be reviewing it at the end of it. We're going to go with like about 1 round for each match and keep the score relatively low. Or you know what, I'll probably keep it up to 1,300 as it could go pretty fast. So basically what you do is you pick one character, and the objective is to kill the other characters and score points on them. Now, I would recommend for anybody who wants to get this kind of game to have some friends present. If you have a lot of friends, this will definitely be a really cool game for you to get. But if you don't have many friends, the AI could get a little boring. So on top of that, you got the AI battles, which is actually good for the game because it does need some AI battles. Because if it was only local co-op and you couldn't play the game otherwise, that would actually hinder its actual gameplay progress. We are going to go through as many stages as possible. A lot of the achievements are based on killing, dying, accidental death, basically, reflection of shots. But I will say this, I give a fair warning to any achievement hunters who will actually think that this is going to be a very easy game. Don't get me wrong, it can be done, but as far as if you're a part of TA, good luck with that, because the game actually requires you to get 10 million points in Deathmatch and 50 million points, which are 2 of the hardest, grindiest achievements in the entire game. So I would not recommend achievement hunters to get it. I mean, if you want the quick 900, you might be able to do that. It would still take some time. But aside from that, I wouldn't recommend achievement hunters to go in for the quick 1,000, because it's not a quick 1,000 and it will take some time. So just be prepared for that if you're going to get it. Aside from that, the game is actually pretty fun. There's just something about racing around in little cars around space and shooting other opponents and dropping mines that just has a little bit of a lure for me. Has that Super Smash Brothers kind of feel to it, but it's like a one-shot kill for everything, so definitely got to watch that. As far as gameplay goes, I have had no problems with the game. The game runs smoothly. It runs really great. Not a bad game for its price as well. Definitely one of the better versus kind of games. back in the days, this would have been a really good game to actually play against your friends. Definitely a good little versus game. But if you don't have many friends, there is the AI option, which is they're kind of a-holes, so they're a little tough at times, so you got to be ahead of them for sure. So that was the regular deathmatch. We're gonna actually move over to team death next, and I'll be covering every single one of the modes as well, just to show off a little bit of the game. I'll be going in with one round, of course, but you unlock more characters by unlocking achievements that are tied to killing and playing certain amounts of modes as well. So okay, so I guess we can't really play team death, but it basically works the same as deathmatch. You and a friend go against the AI or two other people, and obviously you get kills and rack up points in order to do it. So I apologize for that mode, I can't be showing that off, but it's relatively the same as deathmatch. Alright, so now it's going to be Death Race. We're going to be doing Death Race next to show off that mode as well. I'll keep the points light because it gets pretty intense, especially with how many AI I'm about to put in there. Alrighty, I'm going to add in all the AIs possible. Like I said, you unlock stages with certain amounts of kills and whatnot. So the objective of this mode is to grab the points that count down. The longer the points stay there, the better. But obviously with the AI or playing against the people, you gotta grab it as fast as possible before the other members of the team do, or their own individual teams. The shooting them actually really doesn't help as well, because this is probably one of the hardest modes to play against the AI, in my opinion. I got some mines on me. Yeah, so those mines are homing as well, so watch it. When the whole screen is filled up with mines and you're playing with actual players, it's definitely going to be a little bit of a hindrance as well. Oh no, they got me before I got it. Alright, so basically that was Death Race. Unfortunately, I didn't even get any points because they just slaughtered me. Like I said, it's one of the hardest modes to go up against the AI. Basically, all you do is you collect those points in the middle in order to win. Alright, next mode we're going to be going through is Space Soccer. It is what it says it is. You only have to make a certain amount of goals in order to win the match. This one's a little tricky. I hope that I can go with AI. So whatever I can't actually add AI into, you're unfortunately going to need somebody to play with. You have a chance of spear. Spear means you gotta ram the ball, versus the bullet where you just need to shoot it and the ball goes straight into the goal. So we'll be trying this out real fast. It looks like I can't do it because it's a team-based game. So all team-based games, unfortunately, you need another player. So for the most part, a lot of them are going to be team-based, and you're going to need some people to play with, unfortunately. And that for me, actually, you should be able to play every single mode, in my opinion. Against the AI, that really hinders it for my review. In my opinion, I feel like every mode should have that option. Alright, so it looks like we can add in AI here. So this mode it is what it says it is. All the modes are pretty self-explanatory. You got 5 lives. The X button has the reflection shield, so you can reflect their shots back at them. And then the B button drops the mines, and then the A button you could spam for the shooting. Unfortunately, I'm almost out of lives already. So I gotta probably run for the rest of the remainder of the match until some of them are killed off. And I might be screwed. Yeah, they got me there. Oh, looks like I barely won that mode. Anywho, so basically all you do is you got your stock lives there, and then after you run out of lives, that's it. It's the last man standing is the one that wins. So a little bit, that one actually lets you bring in AI. Unfortunately, I do not think Spong is going to allow it because it's somewhat like soccer. And I really wish I could show those modes off, but I'm going to have to come back for hopefully a secondary stream, but I highly doubt I'll actually have the time to stream again, or this game in particular. So I'll be giving my full review rating at the end. I know it's a little bit quick and a little bit short, but if anybody has any questions, just please go ahead and feel free to ask. Now I will say this, unfortunately Spong is just like soccer and Team Death. There's 3 modes that you can play without a second controller, which is, you know, the method that everybody's gonna go with is hop in another controller and kind of just battle yourself. As far as achievements go, there are 2 very hard achievements that will take you a shit ton of grinding. I would not recommend it. If you're going to grind out this game, don't do it, because you'll be grinding it until who knows when, because 10 million and 50 million take forever to get in Deathmatch. I would honestly say it's well over 100+ hours of gameplay to full complete it, if that's what you're trying to go for. It is a fun game otherwise, but unfortunately when it comes to achievements, I wouldn't recommend it if you're trying to go for it for achievements. This is more of a game that you want to pick up with 4 of your buddies and just mess around from time to time. It's not a bad game. It definitely runs smoothly. Not a bad versus game, I would say. It's probably one of the better ones on Xbox, but unfortunately it doesn't have online. So you're probably gonna not really stretch too much gameplay time out of it unless you're actually going for the achievements, which I believe a lot of people will probably stop doing after they reach the 900, which should take you some time. But bottom line, I have to give this game a 6 out of 10. Not a bad game. Definitely got some good graphics, some good music. The controls work great. The sound is perfect on it. I haven't had any cutouts. I haven't had any glitches happen. The AI is actually kind of hard sometimes, so I mean it's not like it's easy either. So if you're looking for an easy game against the AI, this is not going to be an easy AI game. There are difficulties that you can set the AI to as well, which is pretty cool. But I mean, I'm having trouble on normal keeping up with these damn AI, so I wouldn't recommend setting it to harder unless you want to like pull out your hair. But if you want that challenge, it's there. It's there for whatever reason you want. But the game does need some online. I think it would be a lot better if it did have online. But, you know, unfortunately it doesn't. It's just a local online game, or local game that you can play with your buddies, pop in an extra controller, verse yourself, unfortunately. Other than that, I just don't see any viable way to play the soccer or spawn or team death. And you have to literally play with somebody else in order to do it. So, all in all, three modes, single player. If you want to cheat, you can hook up an extra little control and verse yourself to get some of the achievements. But I would guarantee that you're going to probably quit at about 900, because the last two achievements, like I said, are 10 million and 50 million points in team death, which is probably going to take you forever. So all in all, bottom line, 6 out of 10. Not a bad little indie game. Definitely keeping me busy for a while. I play a couple rounds here and there against the AI just for the hell of it. But aside from that, hopefully it's up your alley. It is in the marketplace to purchase as of now, currently. I will be uploading this to YouTube as well, and I will be posting another review on my Twitter website as well. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and hopefully this kind of gave you a rough draft on what the game is. If you're on the sidelines of buying it, it definitely really boils down to if this is your thing. All in all, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I did my best to advertise every single mode, but unfortunately I couldn't advertise the other ones without somebody's help. So I probably won't be able to do it, but if I do have time to do it later on, I will definitely restream those modes with some friends. So all in all, HYPERDRIVE Massacre gets a 6 out of 10 from Dark Siren's reviews. And I hope this helps you all decide whether or not you want the game. As far as achievement review goes, I would definitely give it a time-consuming. It's definitely got to be at least a 6 out of 10 because of how much time it takes. Honestly, it's not hard per se. It's just really time-consuming. So I would say it's more like a 2, but with a lot of time. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. That was HYPERDRIVE Massacre.